So today I'm going to share with you one of my passions. Now this is something I've not been able to do for quite some time, so therefore that rules out a cup of tea. However, I'm not just going to share this passion with you, I'm going to show you and tell you about where it all started and how it began. But first, and I'm really excited about this, roll the new intro. How cool was that, eh? Now, I can't take credit for that. I am no way good enough to do graphics like that. However, I did actually get a guy on a website called Fiverr to do that for me. Really cool, young graphics, computer, geeky, like myself guy. I'll put a link to his gigs, as they call it, in the description down below for those of you that are geeky like me and do things like that. Now, I'll tell you something that's cooler than that intro, and that's this. And here it is. This is my GT Avalanche Elite. I'm not elite by any means. I just like going downhill really fast. I'm not a fan of the uphill stuff. But I'm not here to talk techie stuff about my bike. What I am here to do is talk to you about my passion of mountain biking and where it all began. So let's take you back many years, because I'm getting old now, to where it all started. And that's my old house, where I grew up in, and this used to be a park. It's now houses. And this path here is what we used to call the back path. So about 50 metres away is where I used to live, and this bit here, as we've got the school right behind us on the fields, but this bit here, this is where the biking started. So once we pretty much got our stabilisers off, we used to just come here. We didn't have iPads and computers and stuff to play on. We had to make our own games. So we'd cycle around the block. We used to have climbing frames and stuff like that. And but here, this little spot in particular, you imagine as a little kid going up and down in that dip, how fun, how fantastic that was. And that was the first little taster for me of not just riding the bike around the block, but different terrain. And as we got a bit older, we moved on to Cuerden Valley. So this is Cuerden Valley, or part of it. Imagine as a kid coming down here. I mean, I've been here a few times recently because I live back in Preston now. Blackpool born and bred. Moved to Preston when I was a kid. Did most of my growing up here. Moved back to Blackpool as a sort of maturing teenager. I think that's code for a little. But yeah, it still brings back fantastic memories here of absolutely flying down this. And I don't know if it shows it, in fairness, as good as it was. Compare this to some of the runs that I've been on in like Grizedale and Gisburn and Cardinham Woods. You get some speed up going down there, and that's good fun. So we used to come down here all the time as we got a bit older, because we were allowed to come over on our own. And the sports centre wasn't too far away, and that was it. That's what we used to do. But then we grew up a little bit, and then I learnt to drive, and I got lazy. So the sort of passion for it just sort of faded away, and my passion was then cars and girls and going out and getting drunk and girls, and you know how it is, don't you lads? So yeah, that was that. But then a few years back I got myself a new mountain bike, the one that you've seen, and I've not been able to ride that since my injury. So now that my arm seems to be getting better and I'm way up bush, I'm hoping that I'm going to be back at work very soon. That means I can start off getting on the bike again. Now, also where I live, I'm really lucky, we have something called the Guild Wheel. And the beautiful thing about the Guild Wheel is, I think it's about a 22-mile track that goes round the circumference of Preston. and the beautiful thing about that is it's right on my doorstep, and I can get to the Guild Wheel in 5 minutes. And here it is, the Guild Wheel. This is where I start my bike ride, or should I say, that's pretty much where we class the start, and where I started this vlog off was where we end the Guild Wheel. When me and Fran moved in together, the Guild Wheel was so close to us that it would be rude not to utilise it. And I had a bike that had been sat there for a while, and I'd not been doing any proper downhills or anything like that, so I was like, yeah, why not? It's a great way of building stamina back up. So we did, we started doing the Guild Wheel. The 21-mile moderate ride, and I know I said 22 earlier, but what's a mile between friends? It's a really, really good trail. Most of it's off-road. There's a few little bits that are following the main roads, but it follows the River Ribble, goes through Avon Park. It's a really, really good ride, and it only takes about 2.5 hours at a nice moderate pace. There's even a pub halfway around at the back of Avon Park that you can just nip in and have a nice shandy on your way. But definitely something that sparked the passion again to get back out on that bike. Since I bought it, it had been sat there doing nothing. And that's when I started hitting Grizedale and Gisburn, places that I'd been to a few times in the past, and started going there a bit more frequently. But then we found a place down in Cornwall, which was the last time I was properly on a trail, and that was Cardinham Woods. And I'll show you a bit of footage of that when we get back to the studio. I really enjoyed that, dipping back into my past and visiting places that some I've been to recently, but more so like where I grew up and how it's changed and stuff like that. And that to me, that was the best part of doing this video. And thanks for sharing with me a bit of my past. Because yeah, that was really good fun. The kid inside me, which never really grew up and probably never will, but it's proper come to life. Now, I mentioned Cardinham Woods, and I said I was going to show you a little bit of footage, which I will do. But let me just give you a bit of background on that. While we were down in Cornwall for my 40th in September last year, whoa, sunshine, 39th birthday, not 40th, don't be adding years on yourself. We looked around and we took the mountain bikes with us, and we found this place, Cardinham Woods. And it's classed as a moderate mountain biking trail. It's tough. There's some really big uphills to get to it, but oh my god, hands down, my favourite ever place to go mountain bike. This has been voted one of the best mountain bike trails in the UK, and it's brilliant. So if you ever do go down south, you need to go to Cardinham Woods. The clip I'm going to show you is from one of the last sections that we do, and this footage was taken on our very last trip there. I absolutely love this section. As they used to say back on TV when I were a kid, roll VT! Watching that, I just want to go again. I really do. I really enjoyed that. So there you go, Cardinham Woods. Definitely something you need to do if you haven't already tried it, and it's great for all ages. How did you like this? Would you like me to do some more things? I hope it gave you a bit more of an insight into who I am and the things I like and stuff like that. That was the main point of the video. So there you go. I'm going to leave it at that. Subscribe if you haven't already. Don't forget to tick that bell so that you can be notified of when videos get uploaded. I'm alright. I'm getting used to this now. And that's it. Thank you very much. Until the next video, I'll see you later. Bye. He said he was getting good at it, and then he blows it by forgetting what his lines were. I've forgotten. I've really forgotten. So much for the outtakes.